Game, set and match for Ai Ogura.
Garcia hasn't got this Grand Prix one yet. Ai Ogura is just 1.2 seconds behind him. Sergio Garcia lost half a second to his teammate on the final lap.
Ai Ogura, a 1:44.4 on that previous lap. He took 8/10 out of Garcia. 6 to go. Game on.
He's visibly quicker. Just look at them coming down into turn number 1.
Ogura just eating into the meters behind Sergio Garcia. There's no way that Garcia can defend surely for 4.5 laps here in Montmello. Look at the corner speed that Ogura carried through 14. That has set up this move down the hill into the braking zone for the first corner. And Ai Ogura then for the first time in this Catalan Grand Prix hits the front. Ai Ogura wins the Catalan Grand Prix for the first time since his home Grand Prix. First time in 28 races. The Motegi round in 2022. Ai Ogura is back where he feels he will belong. Back on the top step of a Moto2 World Championship podium.
The fastest rider on track outside of Canet and Garcia is Ai Ogura. He's got podium pace, but once again, just no grid position. He goes through on Guevara, and Ogura now into 7th place.
That was clean, it was clinical, brilliant by Ogura. Japan versus Thailand as they power up towards top gear here in Le Mans. Is Ogura going to pick the inside line and ease on through the 35? You bet he is. Charging towards the podium, he goes in a little bit high. He'll just squeeze Chantra to the outside of that Dunlop chicane. Ogura properly forces that move for 4th place on Joe Roberts going into recording one. Here comes Ogura. He's going to ease on the inside of Canet through the first corner we go. Heartache late on here.
Oh, that's brave.
For Canet. He tries to tough it out around the outside. They go side by side. Look at this by Aaron Canet. How much does he want that podium?
Oh.
Well, he's showing how much he wants it, although now he's been bumped back to 4th. Ogura goes up into 2nd place. Ai Ogura takes 2nd place. An empty helmet, 1-2.
And on the way out, it was the rear, it felt as if that sort of stepped out there. A very unusual crash for Ai Ogura. Ai Ogura has been declared unfit for the rest of this weekend with a fracture to his right hand. 3.5 laps remain then. Ai Ogura has to a certain extent already shown his hand into turn 14, although it looks like he's close enough to potentially have a go here into Tramonto. That's exactly what he's doing. Aaron Canet can't tip it in from there because there's a Boscascoro ridden by Ai Ogura in the way. Much cleaner move this time from the 79, and Ai Ogura regains the lead.
Your Misano Moto2 winner is Ai Ogura. No pain, no gain. And there was certainly a lot of gain, wasn't there, today for the 23-year-old Japanese rider.
And how lovely is it to see the Japanese flag flying for a Moto2 winner.
The World Championship leader, Ai Ogura, there he is on the 79 bike. He had gone for the slicks, but he's come in for rain rubber. He feels like it is too wet, just too risky to start what is this shortened 12-lap Japanese Grand Prix on the Pirelli slicks.
Ai Ogura is looking around at a grid full of riders on wet weather tyres.
It's lights out, we're racing here in Moto2 in Motegi.
Ai Ogura already up into 11th place. He's gained 3 places since the start of this lap. The Japanese home favourite might well have just called this absolutely spot on.
And now here comes Ogura from a long, long way back. He's got the inside line. Nothing that Baltus can do about this to shut the door on Ogura. That's at turn 10. And now Ai Ogura, with temperature in those slick tyres, starts careering towards the podium battle. Now he pounced on Arbolino into turn 3. Ai Ogura might have made the perfect call here, as he called this absolutely spot on. What a decision it was, what a tough call it was, but at the moment he has nailed it.
He'll win this race by a mile if it doesn't rain again. He's just got so much more grip on those dry tyres.
Look at this now, making light work of Guevara.
All he has to do here is just stay patient, just make the moves when he can. He doesn't have to take too many risks at this stage, although he does spot the gap on Chelsea Vietti. He's got so much more grip as Vietti almost loops it coming out of turn 10. Just make the moves when you you can. You've got 10 laps to go and so much more grip. Look at him cruising past Lopez.
A warning sign there. Keep off the white lines, keep off the curves. The dampers hell as we saw Vietti nearly find himself into orbit. Ai Ogura, this is one of the biggest calls of the season, and he took the risk. He backed himself, and it is paying off handsomely here because he's going to blitz by Jake Dixon. This is not even a contest right now. But on the Pirelli slick tyres, Ai Ogura fires himself in front of this Grand Prix. He was 2 seconds faster than Jake Dixon on that last lap. Ai Ogura, what a ride that was to take second place, massive for the championship. It's a great launch in the biggest race of his life from pole position for Ai Ogura. He's going to lead the field into the first corner. Can Canet find a way through on Ogura on the brakes? He's going for the inside line. Coming from a long, long way back goes Lopez and Moreira, barging Ogura out of the way.
Alonso Lopez and Diogo Moreira were both going for the same apex, and Ai Ogura just had to get out of that one. Ogura is now in 6th place. He needs to gain one more position if he's to win the championship from there. Brave when you've got a world championship to fight for, and he sends Darren Binder to the car park.
He does.
Ogura now through on Jake Dixon.
Now then Ogura's going to pick up some slipstream here. He's going to ease to the inside of Moreira, past him before they hit the brakes into turn 3.
Turn 3 has been a popular passing spot for Ogura so far in this Grand Prix. He's gaining as he goes up through the gears up to 280 kilometers an hour. But Ramirez, who does enjoy these sort of stop and go layouts, not too dissimilar to Ogura, tries to hold him off, but in the end breaks way too late.
So I've got him on the cut back there. Beautiful bit of racecraft there by Ai Ogura. We've got a red flag. Red flag has been waved. The race has been red flagged due to weather conditions. Ai Ogura is your 2024 Moto2 World Champion. He's Japan's first Grand Prix World Champion in 15 long years.
From the Asia Talent Cup to the very top of the Moto2 World Championship.